Hello, guys. How is it going today? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It is my Friday, and which just means that I have all kinds of crazy time to make up some really fun stuff here. And we have so much to do, guys. We have so much to do. I've been playing a little bit offline, and I have come to a realization. One, I don't know how to use perspective, but two, I have come to this realization that I have a massive bottleneck, and the last time we had a bottleneck, it was storage. I didn't have enough storage. I was trying to collect all these resources. I'm doing okay on the resource front, like really and truly doing all right, but what I am running out of is XP. I am running out of the XP that's necessary to buy and actually apply all of the books from the trading hall here. So even though I've got this nice handy trading hall with all my villagers, I don't know why those librarians are out, but I've got all these guys, and I actually even took the time to sort out some of these guys. So these guys are all in their places, ready to go and be set up for new trades, blah blah blah. But I haven't done that yet. Anyway, I don't have enough XP, and I did this too. I worked a lot with the villagers. We're pretty much done with the villagers for now. So these guys, I don't know what I'm gonna do with these guys. I don't really even know what I'm gonna do with those guys. These will probably, second floor will probably be like leather workers and grindstones and stuff like that for armor and things down the road. But and then these guys may be farmers. I'm not really sure. So, hey, hi, how's it going, guys? But it doesn't really matter, because if I get an enchanted book, I don't really have anywhere to apply it. I don't have enough XP. I have 4 levels. But I have gone through and I have beefed up some of my tools. So we've got mending, unbreaking, looting, and then this guy's doing all right. I do have a silk touch pickaxe now. I have a good shovel. It's just out of resource. And then I've got a silk touch axe, which I've been collecting these melons over here with that, because you need a silk touch axe to do melons, and then you trade them with the villagers to get the emeralds. So, oh man, it's just been crazy. It's been kind of hard to keep up. So what does that mean for today's episode? Today I was actually planning, at least in this episode I was planning, to work on the village a little bit and put a little bit of infrastructure and maybe build the wall and stuff like that. But I think we actually need to postpone that ever so slightly. We might still get a little bit of progress on that today, but I think what we need to do today is actually work on some sort of XP grinder. And I'm still pretty early in the game, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna build a mob farm. Oh, I left some stuff over here. What the heck? I think I'm actually gonna build a mob farm that I built last season with a couple modifications to it. I think I showed it in my first video in my world tour. But basically, the way that the mob farm works is it's way up high, which allows me to not necessarily cave all of the caves in this area. And I gotta be honest with you guys, I actually took a sneak peek. I went into my spectator account and I looked at the caves underground, and there's actually quite a few caves in this area that have no outlets. You can't get to them. They're completely secluded. So caving in this area is gonna be a nightmare. So I think what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to build my sky high mob farm, a couple modifications to it, but essentially it's just multiple layers that can spawn mobs. It's really, really high, like almost build point, so that we don't have to cave a lot. You really only have to do the area right underneath it. But in order to do that, you need, oh my gosh, I'm hitting the wrong buttons today. You need a lot of resources, like so many resources. So, that is going to be what we are going to do. See, there's the wrong button again. Oh my gosh. That is what we're going to do first. I got to get, I guess I could use dirt inside. I'm probably going to need more stone than this, and I'm probably going to need some wood. So I'm going to go out, I'm going to gather me some resources, and we are going to start building our mob farm. Alrighty, it's time for a progress update, because we are way up in the clouds. Check this out. Look at render distance. Can't even see the village. What is this craziness? We are at Y level 215, which is, according to my calculations, hopefully correct for our spawning platform. So this is actually the level at which we will be standing, and the entire farm is going to be built above us, which is crazy. I decided to make the best of it while I was up here, because I decided to pillar all the way up with one of my support beams here, and I realized halfway through that I have to jump down, which means I'm going to die when I jump off of this building. And so I figured I would use all the blocks that I had in my inventory to work on the platform up here while I was up here, just to make one death worth it, because I've already died once on this project. And it was an accident, so we're going to try and make the rest of the deaths intentional if it comes to that. But yeah, this is where we're at, way up in the clouds. It's going to be kind of industrial, but I'm mostly going to build it out of cobblestone, I think, to kind of keep it in theme with the village right next door. So I will catch up with you guys when this is a little bit more complete. All right, now that this is a little bit more built up, as promised, cowabunga! Splat. Oh dear. One mining session later, and we have got ourselves a little bit more resources to build this tower with, because I ran out of stuff already. I took what I had up there and built that primary platform, but now I've got all of this. So I have 2 full rows of double stacks here, so we're gonna see what we can do with this, see how much damage we can do, and then I was able to find all of these other things, which is gonna be super helpful down the road, especially these 15 diamond ore. Really wasn't going for diamond, but I'll take it, and of course the iron is gonna be really helpful. So I'm gonna leave that there for now, and I am gonna go over to our little project area, which is right over there, and I'm gonna see if I can get a little bit more of the infrastructure built up to that platform. All right, and with a little bit of cobblestone in hand, let's jump right in to a time lapse and get some of this built up. I just jumped down to the bottom of this guy right here because I am almost out of resources. I have a little bit more left. I think I'm going to try and just round off this corner right here, but then I'm actually going to have to go and grind some more cobblestone. But in the meantime, I just wanted to say that this is crazy looking. I love it. I think it's super cool. There's not a lot of detail in it, but obviously this is just a very straightforward structure. I don't really need it to have a lot of aesthetic. It has a function that will probably get replaced when we get access to the end anyway. So I'm not putting a bunch of time into this. Well, I am, but I'm not putting a lot of energy into this. I'm just kind of building something up. So I love the way that this is looking. I think that this is going to be super, super, super epic when it is done. But for now, I am just going to keep grinding away at it. But I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like right now, because I just am seeing it really for the first time from the ground. And it's just so mega. It's so cool. This is so cool looking. At last, I have emerged from the mines. I was beginning to forget what daylight looked like. All jokes aside, I am done mining for right now. So, as you can see, the tower is still about where it's at. And that is because I ran out of cobblestone, like I said a second ago. And these are my spoils. I definitely got a lot more cobblestone, but check out all these resources I got. I know that I showed you guys a second ago, but look at this accumulated pile. It feels so, so, so good to have some security in resources right now, because I did not have very much of anything. And, you know, I had 15 diamonds, I think, the last time I showed you guys, and now I have over a stack, and that just feels great. But now that I am armed with all of this cobblestone, it is time to jump back into a time lapse and finish off this tower. I just placed the last block of the crossbars, but here are the last blocks of the platform. Oh, that one was, oh, it's not supposed to go there. Boop, boop, and done. Dun, 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 and Mega Tower. This looks good. I like the way that this looks. I think that it looks really good. I was thinking when I was building it about maybe putting in like a sheet of water that will travel all the way down behind these to make it look a little bit more solid. And I don't know, I think that would be kind of cool, but I actually really kind of like how it looks when it's open. Let's go under this guy and see. Are you evil? No, I'm gonna kill you anyway. Goodbye, goodbye. Oh yeah, that's cool. That is very, very cool. Alrighty, we are doing a little bit of drafting here, trying to figure out how I want these pedestals to work. These are going to be the bubble columns that go all the way up to the spawning platform there. And I'm kind of playing around with the design. Last season, I just kind of did this simple platform with the, simple glass that went all the way up. But I wanted to do something a little bit more substantial this year, especially because we have this whole structure built up. And I don't really want to build a building in here or anything like that. So I had this idea. I can't decide if I like the way that this looks, and I like the platform. I don't know if I like the lighter, the oak wood in there, or if I like it to have, I don't even know if you can see the dark wood, or if I like it to have the dark wood in there. I don't know. I haven't really decided. Like, that's kind of cool. But then again, this color catches more. So the other thing that I was thinking that would be kind of cool in there would be like something like glowstone or sea lanterns would be kind of cool. Nope. I'm just going to decide on this. I've got my glass smelting back at the little starter base there. But yeah, that's where we're at. Just trying to figure out how exactly this is going to work, but it's coming along. I finally have the base constructed, and I'm ready to show you exactly what it looks like. Ta-da! Oh, yes. I did decide to stick with the wood here. I tried glowstone. It was not it. Did not like. 10 out of 10. Disliked. You could see the glowstone on the bottom part, and it just ruined the illusion. And as far as the rest of it goes, I am really, really happy with the way that this turned out. Of course, looking at it from the front, you can see the two tubes going up. With the two little stations right here. I've got the pad in, a little bit of texturized in here, so, fun time. And I don't have so these are not activated yet, all right? We got kelp to do here. This is what this looks like right now. So I almost I'm almost like tempted to move on to something else because I've been working on this for so long, but we have an entire farm to do still. I think the farm will be a little bit easier, but gee golly, this took a really long time. I'm happy to be done with it, but dang. So yeah, next step. We got to do the farm still. So that's what we're gonna work on next. And I think I'm just gonna throw. I know we've already done two little time lapses in here, but I think I'm gonna do one more little time lapse. We're just gonna wrap up the farm real quick, and we're gonna be done with this project. And I'm not gonna have to go and search for XP anymore because I did that a lot in this episode, and I'm really tired of it. And I'm really excited for this to be done. So, without further ado, let's do one more time lapse. Alrighty, now that we have that second time lapse done and we have a complete structure, let's go ahead and jump into a little bit of a flyby and take a look at what we have built today. And with that little cinematic showcase, I am pleased to announce that this structure is finally complete. I am so excited to finally be done with this. It's been a couple days in the works, obviously, but it's just so rewarding to have this finally done and not have to deal with it or really tweak it a whole lot anymore. I've definitely gone through and worked out a bunch of the kinks, and I have tried this system, and I am absolutely in love with it. Like I said in the very beginning, I did do this on my last world, but this is a very, very upgraded version, and I am very excited because of this level in particular here. I have an entire sorted storage system where everything is in its own little chest here. You can see this is just from me testing, and I actually have 3 undesignated chest filters here. I'm thinking that it's going to end up being one of these 3 items, but I'm just giving it a little bit of time to see what really comes into the overflow storage system here. But I am just so excited and happy with the way that this turned out. I think that it looks great. And of course, you know, it is super productive. So let me just, I don't know, maybe I should sleep first. I don't know. Let me try it. Let me see what happens. But let's check this out because it is crazy how much stuff it drops out of here when it's in full force here. Well, look at all those guys come down. Man, yeah, this is... Oh, no, that was only about half of what it normally is. I guess that's because I haven't been up here for very long. But the idea is here that they just drop in here, and then you come in and you just hit these guys right up. And they should be pretty softened. I did have to lower that water table a little bit just because of some stuff getting stuck up there. I needed to make that water toggleable. But for the most part, this is a pretty easy to use system. And... it gives me a good amount of XP. I mean, that was 2 levels right there, and that was about half of the cycle that I normally get. So, doing pretty good. And then as you can hear down below, we've got our little ticker going along. One of the things I didn't anticipate is that I have a dropper system right here. To tick all of this into the water stream, and it actually shoots the arrows in here. But if I need to collect those arrows, as soon as I go up this water stream, I pick them up from the edge there, something I didn't anticipate. So all in all, this has turned out really well. A couple bugs that I think I might try and fix at some point, but for right now, I'm actually getting really good rates for you know, any potential small, tiny little problems, like if I let the night go for too long, then sometimes I will get some things spawning on these crossbars, which can be pretty terrifying up here. So I definitely will be mob proofing up here. But as far as on the other crossbars, probably not. I'll just try and stay good about going to bed. So yeah, all in all, I think that this has turned out really well. I am very excited to be done with this project because it took a very long time. If you guys want to see how I did all of the redstone and actually built up the interiors and stuff like that, please comment on this video. I would not mind making a little bit of a tutorial on this. This is not my design. I do not know who originally did this. This is just like an old school high-rise mob grinder. This can be built at ground level. Of course, you will have to light up some caves if you're gonna do that, because then you know, you gotta get your rates up. You gotta get your mobs spawning where you want them to spawn, right? If you guys want me to go through and break this down in a creative world and show you guys how I built this, I can totally do that. You just gotta let me know. But otherwise, that is gonna do it for this episode today, guys. And thank you if you watched all the way to the end of this. This was definitely a doozy, but it definitely paid off, and things are gonna start going so much faster in this series. I've got my villager trading hall all built up and ready to go now. A lot of my tools are super beefed up at this point from this project, and now I can repair them as needed and get all the XP I need to beef up my armor. With this infrastructure built up, I think it's time to take a break from building for the next episode and accomplish a little bit more of the gameplay. I've been stockpiling some ender pearls, so I think it's time that we get ourselves to the end, beat that dragon, and get us some wings. And I cannot be more excited to finally have a shulker box and some wings and a little bit of end game action. And with that, I am going to sign off, and I again thank you very much for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, because it definitely helps out this journey and my YouTube experience so much. So thank you guys, and I will catch you on the next episode.